Hey everyone, my name is Riley, and in this video I will be comparing Exness and Deriv. Not in a hype way, in terms of how these platforms actually work, the fundamental differences, because although these platforms look quite similar, underneath the hood these are very, very different platforms in terms of what you can trade and things like this. Now, I do use both of these platforms myself, so if you do want to sign up, I can give you a kickback on your trading fees with both of these platforms. So just go down in the description, and as I say, I can show you with Exness here, I think, just as an example. But yeah, if you sign up with me for Exness, I can give you back 40%. So as I say, I can do that with both of these platforms, but now let's go ahead and jump in. Now, the difference between these is starting out with Exness. Exness is a CFD broker, right? So if we go over to the area where we can trade, what this means, being a CFD broker, is it essentially means that you're trading contracts that track real markets, right? So you have forex, indices, stocks, all of these different things, energy, oil you can trade on here as well. And the prices come from real underlying markets. Now, the way that it actually works is it essentially just tracks the price. For example, if we go here and we were to trade some gold on Exness, let's say I bought here for 4,955, and the price went up and I sold right here. So we made money on gold, but at no point did we actually own any gold. We didn't actually buy gold. We essentially speculated that the price would go up. That is how most brokerages work. Like, that is the standard how most brokerages work. Now, what Deriv is, this is where people get quite confused because it's very, very different. So Deriv offers two things. They offer CFDs, just like Exness did, as you can see CFDs right here. And they also offer things called options. And what these essentially are on Deriv is these are proprietary synthetic markets. What that is just essentially fancy trader speak for the platform decide its own rules, essentially. Very, very different things, whoopsie. If we just open these up, taking a look at synthetic industries right here, what we can see is the difference between these is they allow 24/7 trading, free from real world risks. Funny way of putting this does of course not mean that you can't lose money. They just say it means that things aren't affected like regular market hours, liquidity risks, and things like this. Does it actually explain what these are? So yeah, as it says right here, predict the market trend of synthetic industries. This is essentially markets that Deriv own completely, and they to some degree decide how it moves. Then you just bet on if the market is going to go up and down. Quite often, people will compare synthetic industries to casinos. That is not necessarily the fairest angle of it, but because the platform completely controls the market, it's not completely outrageous to call it that. So that is the first thing, and the second thing that you can trade on Deriv is CFDs, just like you can on Exness. So this is where we can basically trade on real markets. The movement is going to be the exact same as the real markets. So I would say that with these markets right here, the synthetics, these are more for people who want to make a lot of money fast and also risk a lot of money fast. And CFDs, you can also trade with leverage, but it's more of real trading. That's what I would say. If you want to learn real trading, always go for CFDs. It doesn't matter which platform you are on. Don't trade these synthetic industries. Now, neither of these platforms, I would say, is good or bad on its own. They are simply built for different types of traders. Exness is the better platform for CFDs. They just have less spread. You can have more leverage. So if you do want to trade CFDs, I would recommend going with Exness. Deriv is better, of course, for if you specifically want synthetic industries, if you are, of course, comfortable trading proprietary markets, and you understand that you're trading inside a closed ecosystem. A lot of people don't understand what they are trading on Deriv. So yeah, at least you know now. That is essentially the difference between both of these platforms. Honestly, if you are wanting to do real trading, Exness is probably the better platform. If you want more risk, then Deriv is probably the better platform. But that is the difference between these. As I say, if you do want to sign up to either, you can use the links in the description to sign up, and you'll get a kickback on your trading fees. If you found this video valuable, smash the like button, tap the subscribe button, and until next time, take it easy.